Hello again, and welcome back to the Beacon of Light Writing Services. Now we're going to talk about developmental editing, or really what I like to say, coaching. Now, the traditional way of developmental editing looks like this. You write and write and write and write and write. You have a lot of things. You might even feel like you have a full book here. Then you set it off to a developmental editor. They start reading over it, looking at it, see the challenges with what it is you have there, or the lack of structure, or all of these things. And then they meet with you, and you basically have to move everything around, and you usually end up starting over. So I like to help you not have to do all of that. Like, let's just start at the beginning. It's a very good place to start, I understand. So if we start right here at the beginning in this coaching place, so much can happen for you. So in the coaching, this is where we're going to be meeting five times together. And in those five times, it's going to talk a lot about the outline, which has a 22 structure point. We're also going to be talking about how things are going to be flowing back and forth and what the story is actually saying, right? So we can have the story shine. I knew you going to say that, April. Yeah, I said it. The whole idea is that in the developing stage of this coach, we can take a look at some of the pieces that you have before you spend all this time writing, and then up having to move everything around. So, as the coach, what I'm looking for is to help you develop the whole structure prior to starting. That saves you big time with time. And since time is something that we all kind of run out of, this is super important. I'll jump back to this is the 22 points of your outline. What? Yeah. So when we meet for that first time, it's like a 90-minute meeting because we have so much to cover. We want to get, a theme, an idea, the whole kind of crux right there, even outline with names of chapters and bullet points of what we want within each chapter. And we have something called a story catcher. We'll share all about these 22 points, but super important. Now, what is the big deal about this is it also helps you to see who your competition is because you might think, oh, I'm the only one that's going to write something about that. Yeah, chances are there's someone else has too. We know that your point of view is going to be amazing, but you need to know who your competition is. If you can see what that competition is and be ready to grow, that is also part of the outline so that you can find that unique way of presenting it, giving it the right hook, the right message, so that people grab your book off the shelf and leave the other people over there, right there. So the 22 points of the outline is a huge piece on this developmental editing slash coaching. Now, what is great is after we go through that, we've built up the whole outline. The next piece is you go back there and you start writing, right? Now you have a structure. You kind of can shop for what it is you want to start with. You might start at the very beginning, get to the middle, go to the end. You might say, have this burning desire to start back here, those ending chapters, because they're fresh on your mind and you get all that down based on the structure. Then you can go back to the front, jump into the middle, and I know where you're going because we have that outline. Now, really, an outline should stay about 5% in its strength. So that leaves you about 15% to kind of switch around. Occasionally, there'll be a few of those chapters that move, but not the whole theme or topic or starting over again. Got it? All right. Now, the biggest bonus with this developmental coaching and editing is that I give you a free line and copy edit together. You don't have for another service with that. You get it free in this developmental coaching. Wow. I'm telling you what, that is a what do we say in the business? A killer deal. For sure. This is something really, really important that is going to be amazing for you. So that developmental editing coach and is it's that C, like a good friend of mine says, a 30,000-foot view of what it is you want to do, what it is you want to say, where it is you want to go. And with a tight structure like that, you can make it there. And you won't bore us to death with just facts, facts, facts. You're going to add in great story to go along and be that key point. with the emphasis of what it is that you're doing. Got it? Great. Awesome. So that is the developmental editing slash coaching that I provide here. So click the link wherever it is. I know it's here. Click that link. And if that's what you need, I highly recommend it because you're going to start off on the right foot and then have the opportunity to have it all line copied and edited anyway. So, best of both worlds right there. So join me, April Tribe Juke, and the Beacon of Light writing support services for y'all with that developmental coaching editing. We'll see you soon.